Hello, hello, and welcome back to Overthrown. I know it's been a while since we've played this one, so I'm gonna have to remember where we left off, other than I know that we were working on building up our castle, and I had done a lot of work off camera as well, so you guys will get to see that if you haven't already, because honestly, I don't remember if I've shown it off yet. But we're gonna see what all we have left to do and if we can improve our starving people because they're always hungry and I don't know what to do about that, and it's kind of driving me a little crazy because I feel like no matter how much food I provide them, it's not enough. So we're going to try to work on that and then see if there's anything new that we haven't discovered yet. I know that there hasn't been an update for a while because that's been pushed back, the 1.0 update. But they did say that hopefully by the end of the year, it should be on track to do that. So I'm excited to see what the 1.0 update comes with because I saw air machines and I'm excited about that. Some type of plane type thing. Oh no. Okay. All right. So yeah, we were building up because we were trying to get closer to the ocean here. I do remember that much. So we were working on this. And then I've been slowly building like little neighborhoods all around. And are we good on food? No, we're still really low on food. Okay, so we need to figure that part out as well. This is where the farms have been, but I don't think that we can right now because when it's this color, we can't seem to farm on it. But when it's like a more lush green, we can. I don't know if that's a seasonal thing. I don't know if that's like we took all the nutrients already. But I did start this little bit of a farm here because of it. Because I was like, I don't know what to do. These guys are stuck. Okay. And then I want to see, let's see. We're gonna need to set up some protections. We've got some here, and we've got, oh, that's right, we've got a little farm up here too. Because of everything, I've been just kind of putting farms wherever the heck they'll fit because we keep struggling with food. For now, let's go ahead and gather some berries because, again, they never seem to have enough food. So, is that more berries over there? I think it is. I don't know why it looks so distorted. I guess the rendering's a little funky. That's okay. What is this? Not food? This is like herbs or something? How do I check again? I always forget. Tea. Not tea. I mean, tea is sort of correct, but I want resources. So herbs. Okay. Alright, so then there's carcasses. I do want to see if we can see anything that we need to kill. Like any boars or whatever. But I want to... I'm concerned we have people who are unemployed and we need to get that going also. Is that... bandit? That looks like bandits. Okay. I might go deal with them real quick. And then we should set up some more border protection because I have not finished setting that up. And that is something I'm trying to do as we've been expanding as quickly as possible. I also want to get us as close to the ocean as possible so that hopefully, eventually, we can deal with fish. I'm really hoping that this map will have fish. I really don't want to have to start over on a different map. But if we do start over just for the fish, we might start on like a smaller map just to get an idea of it because now there's different size maps and I'd really like to check it out and see what we've got. Okay, so we've also got bandits over there again. All right, that's okay. So we're going to go deal with these guys first. And we're going to switch to my sword. Oh, wait. Get the berries. Okay. Alright, so we got outlaws here, but I don't actually see any outlaws. I just see their banner and their stuff. I don't mind taking your stuff. I will not complain. It gives me food and money, and I'm down. And all kinds of resources. So, if I don't have to fight you, that's just even better. Alright. And then there's ore here also? This is crazy. We've been finding some weird stuff, and I did see that they were dealing with some technical difficulties and glitches, and I don't know if this is part of it or not, to be honest. I just know it's been kind of weird lately. I know we've been dealing with one of the glitches, of course, because if I die too many times, I get just stuck and can't respawn. Okay, now there's guys. Doesn't seem like very many guys, though, so that's a positive. Okay, and we're healing. Cool. I love it. Alright. And then, like I said, we're gonna go get more protections around our border set up. So, I think now that we've established our border, I think pretty much I've done it. There's less building there. It's mostly just going to be setting things up and kind of, you know, decorating, if you will, how we want everything to work. So, I'm also trying to figure out, so we have 17 out of 18 research. I think the only thing we're missing is the fishing stuff, if I am not mistaken. Oh, and we were also hollowing some of this out to actually make it so that we have more protection in place. And this is the part that we had not finished. Okay, so yes, there is still some building going on. I wasn't sure exactly where we were in all of that at the moment, just because, like I said, it's been a while. I think it's been like a whole month and a half, actually, since I even got on. So, as I've said in previous videos, it's because we've been very, very busy. There's always a lot going on in October for us, so that was already slow going for anything else besides what we were doing. And then, since then, I'm just now starting to get back into our actual routine. So, which is nice. I like being in our routine. It makes things that much easier. Okay, so we need to set up, we're going to set up lighting like I've done on all the other ones. And then we're going to set up people to stand and protect. So we're going to need halberd. And we're going to need one over here. And then we need... This, I believe, is the Musketeers, but it keeps looking like the Builders one. I don't know if that's a glitch too, or just a thing for me. I have no idea. It's very odd. No, wait. Come back. We want that. So that throws me off, but I'm glad I figured it out before it was too late. I also have been thinking about putting the towers down here instead, because I think it would give us more protection, potentially. Because you could set up, like, a couple of them. Like this. I don't even know if we have enough resources for that. I'm just kind of futzing around with the idea right now. I definitely want to have at least one on each side. I don't know if I want to have a full 4 there. Maybe like 2 or something, but it would give us definitely, what's the word I'm looking for? It would give us a lot of protection, right? There's tons of people there. And then we need to set up some barracks also here. That's what I've been trying to do on the main entrances, is setting up barracks and a healer, because I feel like that just makes the most sense. So let's get our apothecary. I'm gonna do something like that. And then we need, that's the wrong thing. We need Oh yeah, we have the mortar towers. We could put these on the outside also. Maybe that's what we should do. Hold on. Do something like... I put something like that. Okay. I keep forgetting we even have those, to be honest. And then, where are the barracks? Okay, so we've got Halberd's barracks, which we're going to put here. And we want... I want the builder's workshop on, like, the inner side as best we can here. Is this the front? I'm trying to see where the door... I think this is right. It looks like we need more wood again. Oh, so obnoxious. We can never seem to get enough wood. I think that's what we were doing last time, is we were struggling to get wood. So I think I was just chopping down as many trees as possible. Alright. So that gives us that. And this is not, yeah, fully set up because we had to rearrange it. I totally forgot that that was what happened last time, too. Things got crazy and something was off and we had to fix it. It was a whole nightmare. That's just how this game has been. Like, I think I've got the hang of it and then I am wrong. I wasn't trying to throw you. I'll go like this. Let me go like this. Trying to fix the things that we've got going on here. Okay. Because we never fixed it, and now it looks all wonky. Alright. Which is totally fine, because we need to get it back under control. Rotate. And then that's the way they can move, and things are all groovy. Nope. Alright, and then we want to move this down here. Oh, ooh, that actually made my tummy drop, not even gonna lie. Okay, yeah, I like that. And we've got that there, which is good. Oh, no, that did not go the way I wanted it to. I love this part. Oh my gosh. Getting it through the arch. I still love that we can do that. That's my favorite way to just transport anything. Alright, and then we put that there. And voila, we have protection. Oof, that struggled. Struggle bust it. Alright. Hey! Hey, you! Wooly, you're not supposed to be there. Well, now I feel bad, because I just threw you into a tree. That was not supposed to happen, at all. Are they stuck? I have no idea. What is with the question marks? Why is there question marks? No, the question mark's gone now? Okay. Yes, that's what we were doing. We were hollowing stuff out and getting trees. And then trying to set up our protection. There we go. Yeah. And just trying to make sure that we were not getting just annihilated. Okay. Oh, you're stuck. Come here, Carlos. There we go. Alright. And then we've set up our main area. What are we needing? We have construction plan. We still have 2 unemployed. What's up with that? How is that possible? And then we're still super low on food. And it doesn't seem like any of our farms are producing now. And I don't quite understand what I need to do to fix that. Okay, we've got a sawmill over there. I'm just trying to see what all we've got and where we're at this point. And then... okay, and then we've got that all squared away. Okay, yeah, we do have that squared away. Do we have protections on this side? I don't even know if we can build them at this point, but I don't know if we have them set up at all. Yes, okay, we've got them started. I'm gonna go grab the sawmill and chop some trees down. Yeah. No? Yeah. It's not gonna work? Okay, fine. I wanted to be able to just use it, but that's fine. We'll do this. Oh my goodness. There we go. Something I do want to do, and like part of me is like, I really want to set up like almost a moat-esque setup. I don't know if we can. I'm kind of curious to see if we can really like expand the water or not. That could be interesting. And it doesn't even have to be a literal moat. I just want it deep enough that like the only way in and out really is the stairs. Because at least then those are protected. And I feel like that's just the best way to keep us, like, safe. Oh, gosh. Well, I fell. Now I'm curious. Can we... 7. I cannot use it, right? No. I don't want to go like that. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't seem like we can quite... We can expand the sand, but that doesn't really help with what I'm trying to do here. Alright, so yeah, I haven't totally figured out what's going on with the food part, our farm. Still something I'm really working on. And I don't know how to fix that just yet. So, we're gonna have to figure that part out. I have looked it up a little bit, but the thing that I don't understand is I know that it's like, oh, if it's a high elevation, it won't work. But it's worked on some of them, but not all of them. And that's the part that I'm kind of like, okay, this doesn't quite add up the way it should. Is there fighting? I heard, like, gunshots. Pretty sure. Okay, and we haven't filled this in yet. Okay, that was the other thing, is I wasn't sure exactly if we had finished what we wanted. Yes, I hear cannon. Over here somewhere, so where? It doesn't show me fighting, or it doesn't show fighting. It doesn't say there's fight. You don't see there's fighting, clearly. I don't understand. Okay, we'll figure that out. Oh my gosh. Oh, what the? That was wild. Okay. Guess the trees are just falling too. Oh, Okay. Let's see, there was some trees that fell. Yeah. Can I go over here? Nope, I am leaving the kingdom. How do I expand us enough to be able to go further out? That's the part I don't know how to do, because it's not like we can do multiple town halls or whatever. So I don't know what makes our kingdom, like, expanded. Enough people? Because I definitely have enough space. Not that we have enough for farming, which is driving me crazy. And then I also keep seeing, like, what looks like almost different biomes, so I'm wondering, I'm wondering if where we are at is not going to be good for farming because we're in the wrong biome or something, you know? Like, I have no idea. Can I plant trees? Have I even tried? There's the orchard trees. Hey, I don't think I've ever actually noticed the moon going up. Is that new? Has that always done that? It's gonna bother me if it has always done that and I'm just now noticing it. That's kind of funny. Okay. Yeah, I know we're hitting a border here of our kingdom. But I'm gonna try to get as much wood as possible because, wow, they're going through it fast. I know part of it is because we have construction planned. I can see that. But I don't understand how we still have people unemployed when I just provided more jobs. And somebody just got hired, so how are we having people unemployed? That part doesn't make sense to me. And then I keep wondering if I need to lower our elevation on the inside parts of our, like the innermost parts of our area, so that we can get more farming done. So that's the thing that I'm curious about, and we might have to test it. But I have seen, like, multiple times when I've put land on top of it, we still have the lush green land that we can farm on. So I don't really know what makes the difference. Some of it is me wondering if we do need to do a new run on a different map and see if we have better luck. But I'd really hate for all of the time and effort that we put into this one to just go to waste also. So, I don't know. I might wait till the 1.0 update and then decide, because maybe at that point there will be a bunch of new stuff that will want to start a new map. Or we have to start a new map, because sometimes I know that certain updates in certain games you have to start over. Which sucks, but at the same time, like, you get to see all the new stuff, so it, like, levels out, in my opinion. So if that's what we have to do, that's what we're gonna do. I just hope it doesn't come to that, because we've spent so much time and effort on this one kingdom. And it's, like, almost ready, other than the fact that it cannot be sustainable for some reason. It cannot gather food. And look, we just hired somebody else, and we still have 2 people unemployed. Make it make sense, please. And that's the other thing, is I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if some of this stuff is, like, actually accurate anymore. There's a lot of, like, weird stuff to me. Because I think it's crazy that no matter what, we never have enough food. No matter how much food I provide. No matter how much farming we have. It just never seems to be enough. Now, another thing that could be interesting is if we do start over, we have the opportunity to try a totally different style base. And different variations. Still probably not enough. We still have buildings that lack resources. This is crazy. What are we lacking besides wood? I know we're lacking wood, but we shouldn't be lacking stone too, right? Yeah, we have tons of stone. It's just the wood that we're really struggling with. And I don't know how fast these trees are gonna spawn back, and I wish we could plant trees. Or go across this water area, since apparently I can't. That is something that does bother me, is like the limitation and not being able to go far from your kingdom. See? Can't even touch this this land, this border, whatever. And I wish that I could. Why did it take me? That was weird. Okay. Because I feel like we've almost expanded to cover essentially everything. So I don't really know what we need to do to expand our kingdom in the required way. And I'll have to figure that out, I guess. Trying to figure out what more we can really do. So we'll have to figure that part out. I wonder if it's like I gotta move our town hall or something so we can go further. I don't really know. I don't think that's it. That doesn't seem to quite make sense, but we'll see. Also, I think it's interesting that we have farms, but like we can't harvest meat from the animals or anything. I mean, we only have the sheep, and they're great for like wool and stuff, but if it came down to it, like we kill the larger versions of them, the untamed ones. Why can't we have those or have, I don't know, other options for farming? So, because that would be nice. All I know is I am like flattening the heck out of our world right now because of how much resources we need. We're just like, oh, rocks, bye. Oh, trees, bye. I don't even need the rocks right now, but I'd rather be safe than sorry at this point. We probably do need the rocks, actually. I lied, just because, now that I think about it, we still have 2 areas we haven't finished filling up, and so that will take a lot of resources. But I had to stop and get the wood. And then, what is our... Yeah, research. The only thing missing now is the fishing. And we don't even have fish meat. And I don't know if we can get it on this map, because I haven't seen a single fish. Which is kind of obnoxious. This tree? What? Look at this. It is hanging on barely by half its roots. What? I've never seen that before. That's so crazy. Oh my gosh, that's so funny though. The sad part is that was probably from me hollowing it out and I didn't even realize, but normally they fall when they're hanging like that, so I don't know why that didn't before. That's so crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Why did that look like that? Wait, hold on. I want to go look at that. This is bothering me now. Why does this... Oh, that's why. There we go. I'm just gonna make this easier for future me so I don't forget. Wow. That is giving me a lot of grief, actually. We may... This may be our last episode until the next update, I think. I think I'm going to take a small break from this. Just because of how much everything is so funky right now. And then I think we'll go ahead and we'll start one of our other playthroughs. I think we'll officially start Slime Rancher 2 because I've been talking about it. Haha! Hee We're just vibing. That's so funny. I know I've been talking about starting it for a while, so I think after this we're going to take a break from this game until the next update. We're going to start Slime Rancher 2, and we'll continue with the other games that we have currently. Because I think Cozy Caravan we still have quite a bit that we can do, and obviously Undertale we still have quite a bit we can do. So we will be doing quite a bit of those for the rest of the year. And see how far we can get and everything. I'd like to at least get to the end of one of them, either Undertale or Cozy Caravan, at least what's available in Cozy Caravan since it's still early access. But that one may take a while because I think the best way for me to do hit everything is do all the frogs. Which I still have to figure out the Oracle thing. And then also to do, get all the items. And guild coins are like the bane of our existence, so I don't know if that's gonna work out the way I want it to, but we'll see. We'll see. That would be a nice goal though. And then hopefully we'll be back at this before the end of the year is out, if not after the new year. Just whenever they release the 1.0 update, because I think at that point I might consider, like I said, starting over and trying a different map. That's still only 600 wood, and I've cut so many trees. That's crazy to me. And we dealt with the bandits, and there wasn't even, the thugs. There wasn't even that many to deal with, which is crazy. Okay, we got some more trees here, so we're gonna chop all these down, and then I'm gonna go try to fill one of those sections, one of our round sections, and see if we can't get more farmland potentially. And hopefully we can. I mean, that would be nice. And then I want to set up a different spot for the foragers. I want them to try to be as close to some of the main entrances as we can, so they can just leave and come back with ease. That would be ideal. We got somebody healing. We're still low on food. We still have we have now multiple buildings lacking resources. I don't know what the heck we're missing here. Right now, it's starting to feel like I am just not equipped to run a kingdom. Because this has been crazy. And the thing is I have a personal playthrough. I haven't been playing that one as much since the recent updates, but I have a personal playthrough and I have not struggled with the food aspect in the same way that we are dealing with it here. And it's pretty much just as big with just as many people. Maybe not quite as many, but still. And I don't quite know the difference of what's causing it to be so problematic. But I'm wondering if I build up this little area here, if we can potentially get farmland from it. Nope. There we go. Oh, goodness. As I fall. But yeah, we can break down the trees here and we can start building up stuff and see if we get farmland. Or the other option is to break this down to this level that I'm currently standing on and do farming that way. We could potentially do that. We could start there just to see if for some reason that makes a difference. I don't know why it would. But if the elevation really is our problem, I'd like to test that out. Whoa, why are people on fire? Do we not have like a fire station? Oh, gosh. What is happening? Oh gosh, why are people on fire? Where is their fire? No, we're done on that? Need rebuilding, 240. What the hell? What happened? How did a fire start? I don't even see a fire. Oh. What? What the heck happened? Okay. Did something like explode? I genuinely am so confused. That is absolutely insane. I don't even know how to respond to that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So... did we change seasons too? Fire started, we changed seasons. Okay, I think that the rebuilding is because we need... what do you call it? Fence. I think it's just the fence that we're rebuilding. That's why it seems like so much needs to be rebuilt. Okay. I am going to do a thing where we are going to set up a farm over here. And it's going to be protected. And it's going to be this whole thing. Pretty much. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. So, how we're going to start is we're going to set up a road going down the center. I can change the road as needed, obviously. And then what I would like to do is... there was a way to, like, change this, wasn't there? No? I felt like there was. Okay, we're gonna, since it's just now fall, we need to get this together. So I'm gonna hollow this out. Oh man, but a portion of this is not gonna be viable. Maybe we could put some houses there. That's okay, that's what we're gonna try to do. That's what I think is gonna be ideal. Alright, so I'm gonna do this and set up a farm and set up a way to get to the farm, and that's what we're going to have accomplished today. It's not much, it's not great, but I need to figure out a solution for this, and this is the best I've got right now. So that's what we're gonna do for today. I wish I had more time to get more stuff done, but unfortunately, I do not. Because I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what just happened. So much stuff just happened at once. That is absolutely insane. Just suddenly everybody's on fire. Things are on fire. Like, I don't... What? I think that side seems to get attacked the most, so I want to set up some more, like, reinforcements there as soon as possible, to be honest. My only problem is that this is on a border, so this is really going to be challenging to do. But I was worried that if I built it up, we would lose the viable land. So, I'm gonna have to do it a slightly different way. Whoa, what the heck? Hold on. Oh, this is not... Okay, so we had started hollowing this out. That's why. That's why that's all wonky. Alright. What is this? Hold on, how many is this? What did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... We'll go. And this should give us enough room to put stairs. So we'll do that. Okay. Yeah. And then we're gonna put stairs here. Alright. And then we're gonna set up this road. We'll just go as far as we can. All right. We'll get rid of this. Okay, road. And then what we're gonna do is set up farmland. As far as it will let me. Because we've got to find some sort of solution. And if this is the way to do it, then this is the way to do it. So. Okay. We got one down. We can do one there also. I'm going to do it here first, though, because this one will fully fill it out. And then we're going to start putting housing. On the other side. Alright, there we go. And then, I think we're going to do one more of the farmland here. And we're just going to leave this like this for now. I'm not going to fill it in. We're not going to do anything with it because I need to test this. And if this works, then we're going to have to do our farmland a little differently. Which means totally rethinking everything. Which will be a pain in the butt. Not even going to lie. But if it's what we got to do to make it work, then it's what I'm willing to do. So what we're going to do here is we're going to create some lighting. I know it's not much of anything, but since I can't use this space for anything else, we're gonna at least try to make it kind of cute or whatever. And then we're gonna grab farmland. Yeah, because look, we're still like... We're still rebuilding stuff, so I don't even know how this is gonna go. I don't know if we have enough resources for all of this. But I do have farmhouses nearby. That should help a little bit. Okay. And then farmland, do it there. And then we've got housing. Gathering, no, we want farmstead. One, two, rotate, 3, 4, 5. It gives us something. Okay. It gives us a start. Grab some wood real quick. Alright, so that's going to be kind of like our guinea pig to see if the harvest will disappear right after. Or, not the harvest, but like the... I don't even know the right word I'm looking for, but it just seems like the land stops being viable after our first harvest. That's the way I want to say that. And so I've got to test it out. And what better way to do it than to have a control group that is not on the same level as everything else. Hopefully, come on. That'll give us the answers that we're looking for. Okay. There we go. We'll start there. Alright, and we've got this farm going here, which I'm thinking about putting more farmhouses over here. Because, I mean, it doesn't seem like much is getting done over here. Okay, we'll start with that. We shouldn't have people unemployed now. Alright. I think that is a good place for us to end for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I try to figure out all of what's going on, because so much chaos has happened. And when we get back, like I said, that'll be after the 1.0 update, so I will keep you guys posted about that. And we will check it out. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye!